sold. What are your thoughts? Tell us what you think. Text us your yes or no response plus a brief explanation to 22155. We shall be sampling those texts during this live newscast. You can also join this conversation online on Twitter at Ben_Kitili, at KTN News, at KTN Prime, at KTN Kenya. The hashtag is KTN Prime. We shall also be taking a look at some of your tweets. Now, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, and the Directorate of Criminal Public Prosecutions are citing frustrations over their efforts to enforce integrity. The EACC and NCIC are blaming the courts for stalling their efforts through what they term as endless court injunctions. Richard Tinina reports.
National observers
After 2 days of deliberations, the National Elections Conference came to a close as participants reviewed, among other issues, electoral security and how to mitigate electoral fraud.
Tawaambieni ukweli. Kama mtakasirika, kasirikeni. Manaka lazima mwambie ukweli. Kwani mtadu?
The National Cohesion and Integration Commission has been on the spot over failure to take action against leaders who fail to foster unity and who engage in hate speech. But Kaparo is instead blaming Kenyans.
Ninyi mnachagua wakorofi jameni. Alafu mnaambia Kaparo, hakikisha wakorofi hawatatusumbua na nyinyi mnapigia hawa makofi.
Kaparo is citing hate speech on social media as the worst form of hate speech and admits efforts to tame it are proving futile.
Ukimtafuta huyu jamaa, kwanza shida ni kujua ni nani. Ukishajua ni nani, shida ako wapi. Wengine tunawatafuta, tunaona broadcast hiyo wanafanya California.
He says the NCIC is striving to ensure leaders preach peace and unity, but is blaming the courts for coming in the way of the efforts.
And the court, unfortunately, sometimes becomes the greatest supporter of impunity. Everything that is bad in our society ends up in court, and every time it goes to court, the courts will inject the right and ensure that injunction goes on forever.
The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, too, is turning the heat on the judiciary.
We have so many court orders by various individuals to forestall our processes.
The NCIC and the EACC say they are working together with the Directorate of Public Prosecutions to try and enforce integrity. But the Director of Public Prosecutions, too, is not having it easy.
Majority of those that are facing prosecution by my office, whether sitting governors, MCAs, members of parliament, senators, and so on and so forth, majority of them have been nominated